counting sheep here, and I thought I would do just a friend chat and tell you a little bit about what I've been doing in Oregon on my year of exploration. So I got here in August, and I won't give you all the details of where I am, obviously, but I really love it here. And this was my year to, my son is grown up and out of college and self-sufficient, and he's loving that. And I was teaching theater, acting, and some playwriting and directing classes, but mostly acting, and that's my strength. I enjoy directing actually a lot. Playwriting was not my strength. I felt like I was faking a little bit there, but I was pretty honest about that with the kids. So, and there were some great writers, so it was good that we offered that class. But anyway, and I knew it was time for change. So I, during the year, kept saying, I'm pretending I'm moving to Oregon. I'm pretending I'm moving to Oregon. And pretty soon, a little cabin opened up. I think I've told some of this story before, but a cabin opened up for I took it for 3 months and paid for that up front and stayed there. And then a little town nearby had a room for rent. So I checked in on that, and it turned out to be a really good fit for both me and my roommate, where I'm staying now here. And I got a landscape architecture job that was temporary. It's going to be temporary. I'm going to work another month or so there. And I've been learning a lot about myself. I've been taking ballroom dance classes and done some counseling. I have been taking meditation classes and yoga classes, and just learning so many new aspects of me and aspects of what's out there in this world, offerings. I'm learning I learned something a couple of days ago that was powerful for me. Something called the Cartman Drama Triangle. And I don't know if any of you have heard about it, but on each end of the top of the triangle is I believe it's the persecutor, the rescuer, and at the bottom is the victim. And in reading up on this, what I'm finding is that all three of those are aspects of the victim. I tend to be the rescuer. People enter the triangle at different points. And the rescuer is always helping everybody, and sometimes at their own expense, and then sometimes put themselves in a position because they've lost that delineation of just taking care of themselves and helping a bit to over-helping. And in my job, I was over-helping. I could feel it. When it starts pulling your energy, you kind of know, or you feel like, oh, this feels like I'm in a funny position. It's sometimes because you're a little out of balance in one of these areas. So obviously you don't want to be any one of those things. You want to just be a healthy being. And also obviously we're all going to cross into our primary area a lot of the time. But you can also shift some of that. So anyway, mine's the rescuer. The persecutor is the one who always wants to blame everyone else, and they know better than everyone else. And you may have a boss like that, or someone in your house. Apparently a rescuer can oftentimes raise persecutors because they see the rescuer getting taken advantage of, and they don't want that, so then they become more of the aggressors. And then the victim. So the idea is you enter the triangle in one of those places, but you tend to move around to all three of them. You get caught in this drama cycle. And so that's been interesting. Maybe I'll put the link at the bottom down there so that you can check it out if you want to. There's a gal named Lynn who talks about it, and it was really helpful for me. So I was already learning that I was overstepping, or I let people in. I don't have enough boundary around me. I learned that through my therapy. So I sometimes need to have a stronger boundary. And that was easy as a teacher to do and to be rescuing too much because you see a lot of kids in need. So my next goal is to learn out how to be helpful without over-rescuing. That's something I want to work on. And I love YouTube and ASMR because it lets me reach out without over-caretaking and share with you guys and do some stuff that's just plain fun with my characters and do some stuff that is hopefully helpful and healing and beneficial. And I get to do both. So I love that part of ASMR. And it was kind of a surprise. I started just playing with it and then found out that, wow, this is really beneficial for some people. So I started to take it a little more seriously and put a little more thought into it. Okay, so this is my year of exploration. It may end up being 2 years, or maybe my life will become this, I don't know. And I'm coming to the end of this little bit of a cycle and looking for my what's next. And if it's something exciting, I'll let you know. If it's not, I'll wait till something exciting comes along and then let you know. And I'm meeting all kinds of interesting people. I feel like I'm meeting people who are overall happier, which is nice, and more positive overall. That's been really wonderful. And yeah, happier or positive is wonderful to feel like I'm attracting that into my life. And it's been fun to see my son because he's living back home, and he went to college in Vermont and then he went back home, and he really is loving getting to feel independent and explore his world from an adult being on his own and renting his own apartment. And we are close, so we talk, but it's been good for him to feel a little more self-sufficient, maybe is the better word, and independent. So there's that. And what else? I guess that's about it. And then I thought maybe I would play with some triggers just to end this for fun. And I've got a little plant here that's in a pretty vase that I'll pull over. And then I've got a little plate that I always love china because I love the sound of it. And then I've got the tissue paper off the tree that I'll play with a little bit. So thanks for stopping by. I'll bring this over now. I believe this is an antique, but I don't know where my roommate got it from. But it's this beautiful tiny pitcher. You can see kind of a green glass, and it's got some different variations of color and opaque to transparent. It kind of gets translucent and then transparent. And then some decorations on it. So I'll just play with that for a minute. Oh, and then I think this is grape hyacinth that was given as a gift. And it's very sweet. Maybe a touch of lemon smell in there. So those spikes are really beautiful. I'll hold one up close. I don't know if you can see, but the little blue bells, buds on them have white at the end. I hope that you can see that. And the white is just really delicate. So I'll just play with that little flower very gently to hopefully relax you. And of course they are bulbs. And you can maybe see down in here the bulbs at the base of each of the plants. There's one there you can kind of see. And I love that these have reached out. I think they're looking for the light, but I kind of like that. I'll hold it back a bit so you can see the shape. I think it's very interesting, the way this plant has grown. All right, I'm just going to play with the textures on this for a minute. Such a pretty shape there. against my body too much there. Okay. And this is just a simple plate of hers. It says Better Homes and Gardens. I have no idea where she got it, but just very basic design, kind of a taupe, maybe a little bit of green taupe color around the edge. I'll just trace that with my finger. Great. I love the sound of ceramic or china being tapped. Maybe I'll hold it like this. There we go. It's a little different sound. Okay. And lastly, I hope the tissue paper isn't too loud. I'll try to hold it away from the microphone a little bit. I'll set this down. I'm going to pull the tissue paper off of the tree. You can probably hear that. There's the tissue paper, and that is the update on my Oregonian adventures.